Now, I've heard a lot of crazy trades in my day, but Zach Ertz to the Cowboys for Zack Martin, that may be the craziest. Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes.
I'm a grown-ass man. Yeah, I'm a grown-ass man. Grown-ass man. Hey everybody, King Dingbat here. I'm in my garage with a cigar. It's only a candy cigar because my wife won't let me smoke one after I put that big fat head up in our bedroom. Let's get rid of that. At this point, I'd be happy for Dak to be playing for somebody else. And my team stinks. I agree. Stinks.
They laugh about us. We're a disgrace. We suck.
I am now Philly 500's bitch.
Dallas still stinks. Everybody doing? King Dingbat here, and I hope everybody's having a great day. I hope you guys are doing well. Boy, man, I've heard a lot of crazy rumors in my day. I've heard a lot of them, but this one, I think it takes the cake. Now, we're going to get into it in a second, but before I do that, we have to go over some Eagles news of the day and kind of what has been going on with the team and the roster. First off, Craig James, Vinny Curry, we know they're going to be out for several weeks. They both were put on IR today, meaning that they will be out for at least the next 3 weeks. Now, when the Eagles put them on IR, it opened up 2 roster spots for the team. And what they've done with those 2 roster spots is basically try to help this offensive line. Because God knows, they need it. The offensive line got double moonwalked in the ass this week. So they definitely need it. And they got Sua Opeta, who was on the practice squad. They bring him up. And then they went to the Chicago Bears, who we own, by the way. We own that team. But they go to the Chicago Bears and they pluck a guard off of their practice squad, Jamon Brown. Now, I don't know a lot about him. I have some stuff pulled up on him that I'm going to go over real quick. Jamon Brown was on the Bears practice squad. He's 27 years old. He's made 47 career starts in 60 games. He entered the league as a third-round pick by the Rams, with St. Louis Rams at the time. Now they're the Los Angeles Rams, and he was waived. He was claimed off waivers by the Giants last year, and then he signed with Atlanta, I guess, in 2019. So he comes over, he can play, he's played in some games. It can't hurt at this point, but I really don't know a lot about him other than that. All I can say is the Eagles could use all the help they can get on that offensive line. So if he can help us at least provide some depth with somebody who's played before, then I'm all for it. Now let's talk about this crazy Zach Ertz trade rumor. Now, the fact that his name is coming up in trade rumors isn't what's crazy. That I expect. You're going to continue to hear Zach Ertz's name in trade rumors up until the trade deadline or until the Eagles give him an extension, and I'm not sure that's going to happen. But his name is going to be out there, and that is not crazy to me at all, okay? Because we've heard possibly New England having a lot of cap space and they could take him on. You know how Belichick likes tight ends. We've heard the Indianapolis Colts could be interested in him. So there are teams out there that would definitely be interested in Zach Ertz. The trade rumors are going to be out there. The crazy part of this is that the rumor is that Zach Ertz is going to get traded to the Dallas Cowboys for Zack Martin. For Zack Martin to the Dallas Cowboys. It makes me want to vomit. It makes me want to puke to see or to think of Zach Ertz wearing a satanic star on his helmet, especially a good Christian man like Zach Ertz. He don't need no satanic star. Hell no. And if this trade did happen and you bring Zack Martin in, what do? Hire a couple priests? You're going to have to exorcist the shit out of the guy. Because the truth of the matter is, the guy's probably possessed wearing all that satanic stuff for all them years. What are you going to do? Soak him in holy water for 48 hours? Make him wear garlic? What the hell are you going to do? You don't bring that satanic crap here. We're good. We're pure. We got the almighty God behind us. You keep that satanic crap away. You know what I'm saying? You don't do it. And to see Ertz go full I don't know, full exorcist with the head going around in circles because of the star. That's a satanic star, by the way. People know that. You got chicken sacrifices. Epidemic in Texas, in the Dallas area. In the Dallas-Fort Worth area, there's a chicken sacrifice epidemic. You have Mark Holmes with voodoo dolls. The hell with that crap. The hell with crap. There is no way in hell Zach Ertz is going to Cowboys for Zack Martin. Now, I'm telling you, I had like 7, 8 DMs all about this trade. And when I get multiple people flooding me with something, it's something I know that they want to talk about or want to hear my opinion on. This would never happen. In all seriousness, I joke around a little bit, but in all seriousness, this wouldn't happen. And where the hell did it come from? So I was trying to figure out, where's the source of this thing? Because that's always the key. Like, who was talking about it? And this rumor comes from Mike Tannenbaum. He was, I think, old GM, I think maybe with the Jets, right? Jets and Dolphins, maybe. But this is what he said, and now he's an NFL insider. He says, while it's rare and highly unusual for trades among rivals, given the recent developments of injuries to Blake Jarwin, Philly's offensive line Brooks, Dillard, and Johnson, and Ertz's apparent contract issues, along with Goddard's development, a Zack Martin for Ertz trade would help both teams. Now, look, it is not only highly unlikely and unusual, it ain't happening in season. There's no way in hell that Eagles and the Cowboys would make that trade. I can't imagine that both teams would trade with division rivals in season. It would be unbelievable. Now, that said, and given that there's no way I believe this will happen, I gotta say, if you're looking at just player swap, it makes a lot of sense. It actually makes a lot of sense. If you could stomach Zach Ertz in a Cowboys uniform, which I couldn't, it does make a lot of sense. Because they need a tight end, and we need offensive linemen. But I mean, Zack Martin, top 2 tight end, top 2 guard in the league. Many people will say he's the best. I would say Brandon Brooks. But either way, Brandon Brooks ain't playing right now, so he would be considered the best. I see a lot of problems with this being a possibility. Why would the Cowboys want to give up the best guard in football? I mean, I think they have somebody behind him. I forget the guy's name, but I just can't see this happening, okay? And here's the other issue I see with the Zack Martin trade to the Eagles. When you look at Martin's salary cap, I believe next year his cap number is like $17 million. So how the hell are the Eagles going to afford $17 million? It'd be cheaper to sign Ertz. Because you still have Brandon Brooks coming back. So there's no way I can see this happening. There is no way. I mean, it sounds nice. They need a tight end. You need an offensive lineman. Here you go. But I can't see it happening. I don't think the Eagles would want to see Zach Ertz twice this year. I don't think the Cowboys would want to see Martin. I don't want to. I don't think it could happen. I don't think it will happen. I don't think it won't happen. It's not happening. I gotta say it. I would be very uncomfortable with it. Now I gotta tell you this. These stupid fires. I swear to God, now I want to move to the Outer Banks in North Carolina, and I want to be surf for 500. I ain't kidding you. I haven't seen the sun in like 2 weeks. I'm sorry, anyways. What was I saying? What the hell was that? Oh, yeah. I have, when it comes to trading Zach Ertz, I have no problem with it. I'm open to the idea of trading him. I really am. Why not? Let's trade him. I know that sounds harsh, sounds mean. It sounds like I don't appreciate what he's done for the Eagles nation. But the fact is I watched Reggie White go. I watched Brian Dawkins go. I watched Randall Cunningham go. You broke my heart already. I'm a little bit jaded now. So I understand it. It's a business. Guys have to go. And if you look at Ertz, I don't know. To me, Ertz he didn't look happy. He did not look happy to me the other day. Did he look happy to you guys? Because what I saw from Ertz was a guy that he just had a bad game. Maybe he was mad they were losing. But then the whole thing with Howie and him arguing, it just didn't sound good. Zach Ertz, I love him. I love them. If the Eagles can find a way to make it work and they can keep Goddard, then fine. But you saw Goddard. Goddard is only going to get better and he's young. You can't lose him. If you can make it work and he wants to take less money and he's willing to take a backseat role maybe in 3-4 years, do it. Great. If he wants to be in Philly that much, he'll find a way to make it work. He'll take less money. I mean, because the Eagles are in big cap problems. They have big cap problems. But I'm not opposed to Zach Ertz getting moved if the right deal comes. But I got to get a lot. And I would love to get an offensive lineman you could plug in right away, especially a guy as good as Martin. But I cannot see any way. And I'm sure the Dallas Cowboy fans out there, I joke around with them with this attack thing. They know I'm kidding. They know I'm busting balls. But the truth is, I'm sure it would be just as hard for them to see Martin go to Philly and then, and Ertz go to Dallas. I just can't see it happening. But it's a fascinating rumor. One of the craziest rumors I've ever heard. And I want to know what you people think. What do you dingbats think about this? Would you do it? I know, would I do it? That's the question. Would I trade Zach Ertz? Because I said I don't see it happening, but would I do it? That is the real question, isn't it? Would I trade Zach Ertz for Zack Martin? Let's say I don't have to worry about the $17 million and all those kind of things next year in his cap. I'd do it in a heartbeat. With that said, take care. Talk to you later. And don't be a dingbat.